time for them to do that down there.
Dude, no doubt.
Yeah.
Need to get that barstool money. Like, yeah.
We are rolling all three places. So
All right,
you guys
sweet.
want to kick off?
All right, I'm just gonna roll it on the fly, man. We're
Yeah,
here.
man.
The legend, Padman. Dude, thanks for coming on with us. 247 Fighting Championships and Padman. It's a weird combination for a lot of people, but tell everybody why you're in town, because there is a specific reason.
My guy.
Let's get it done.
I'm here to do a seminar and help out some fighters at a gym and check out this MMA competition coming up tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to seeing some of the fighters and see who is who
Yeah.
and what they can do. And take a look, man. You never know what happens.
Dude, you talk about who's who. I was just looking at your resume, man, and gushing over the guys that you've worked with. You've worked with the who's who, man. I mean, so many names that people will recognize. Hector Lombard among them, for our MMA fans will recognize him.
Oh, yeah.
Roberto Soljic, we were just talking about.
RoboCop.
How good is that guy? Let's talk about him. Get him some.
RoboCop oh man, first of all, he's extraordinary. Amazing power. Like he's an MMA fighter with power, like Beterbiev, the boxer.
Yes.
Like Beterbiev is a heavy-handed puncher, you know, and Robert Soldic is the same way. Like I got some videos of me and him throwing heat. The same way he throws heat on them pads is the same way he fights, man. He's just a terrorist, man. He's a monster.
That's beautiful. One of my favorite guys on earth, Alan Murphy, he used to do PR for KSW and may
Yeah.
still do PR for
Yeah.
KSW. I'm sorry that I don't know. But I had to give the shout out for him because he's been tooting RoboCop's horn for years and years and saying this
a
guy
monster.
can hang with anybody on earth.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
think, you know, as the years go by, I'm pretty sure he's improving.
Yeah.
And
That's scary.
I think, yeah, very scary. And his ground game probably needed more work than his stand-up.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I'm pretty sure he's got it pretty even by now.
Sure.
I would like to see him advance into the UFC.
Oh, that'd be
You know.
awesome. That's what so many people want to see, man. It's interesting, like, being at the level you were at, you've seen guys at all different levels of their career.
I
working
have.
with amateurs, working with the highest level pros, UFC,
Yes, I have.
KSW. What is it like about you? How do you level that out? Because obviously some fights are more important than others in
Yeah,
terms of the
yeah.
viewership and the money that's going to be generated. But for you as a coach, every fight's the most important. Your guys got to win.
I look at everything like it's not only just a job, you know, it's an adventure of getting an opportunity to succeed in something so highly rated.
Yeah.
Because sports and entertainment is our lives
Mm-hmm.
right now. You can watch soap operas all you want,
Yeah.
but you know, anything dealing with sport, you're catching somebody's eye regardless. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And boxing is back. MMA is back. You know, it's shut down a little bit because of the pandemic, but that's not going to hold it back too much longer.
Yeah.
It's rising back up, and it's rising even stronger because fighters want it so bad now.
Yep.
But you got to realize something. You can't be dropped off at the Eiffel Tower, bro. You got to climb it. Because if you get dropped off, you're falling on the way down. So if these fighters don't understand that and take your time in doing things and get the right coaches in your corner,
Yep.
and another thing, there's no loyalty when it comes to coaches. You got to go with who's going to share the same heartbeat.
Yep. Yep.
Coach and fighter got to share the same heartbeat, man.
We talk about this so much, us as an MMA organization,
Yeah.
promotion, how amateur fighters have to build their way up, and even
Yes.
pros. Like we Khama Worthy, obviously the guy you're in town to work
Yes.
with. He fought for us, went on to compete in the UFC,
Yes.
and
Yes.
he did it the right way. He fought
Yes.
tough guys all the way up, and that's why he was
Yes, he
able to
did.
get to the UFC. So many guys want to cut the line and just get there, and it's what you said. I love the way you said that. If we drop you off at the Eiffel Tower, you're going to fall as soon as we let you out. Like,
Yeah,
that's how it is,
you're
man.
gonna
So
fall.
How do you teach this to your guys, though, that are like so eager to just get there? How do you tell them, listen, slow down and trust me?
Well, you know, first thing I notice is when they come in, you got the best wraps,
Yeah.
best boxing shoes,
Yeah.
best kick shields,
Yeah. Yeah.
best headgear.
That's funny.
You know, you look good, you know,
Mhm.
but you still got to put the time in,
Have to.
you know. You
Yeah.
got to put the time in. Time consuming is everything. And how well do you consume it? Are you going to be a monster in this business? You don't just do it just to do it. You got to do it because you like getting hit in the face and you like hitting somebody else in the face, and that's the total logical thing of it.
Sure. That's the game.
It's the truth. Like, you're doing it because you're excited about something that requires contact.
Right. That's crazy to me. To me, it's crazy. Like, I don't know how it's a wild way to make a living, man. It really is.
Yeah,
You've been doing it for how many, like 30 years
my
now
God.
you've been in the business, something like that.
Did martial arts pretty much all my life.
Yeah.
Shout out to my sensei, Yusef Owens, Joey Owens, and Jaquay Bazemore. My condolences to him, but they're good teachers.
Yeah.
And I followed that path, and it helped me follow paths in other directions as far as, occupation, workability,
Sure.
mindset, habit.
It's also important.
Yeah, habit is everything, and the repetition.
Yep.
Just like a kid starts school, first grade, you go to 12th grade, it's work habit. That's why you do 12 years. That's why you do it for those 12, from first through 12th. You have to realize that if you're not advancing by 12th grade,
Yeah.
something's wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
It's interesting in fighting sports, like you'll see these guys fight their whole life, get to the top, get the belt. What amazes me more than anything is when a guy can keep the belt and maintain that same focus when they're at the top. What do you see with guys like that? Like, what does that take to, once you're at the top, to maintain that intensity?
creativity.
Oh, nice. That's a great answer. That's not what I was expecting you to
That
say.
sums
but
it
I
up,
like it.
right?
I like it, yeah.
If you're not being creative, how are you going to get past what you just did? Someone seen that, so now you need to change it to something else.
That's perfect, yeah.
It's just like scoping out a fighter. If you're a fighter and you don't scope out your fighter, even in amateurs,
Yeah.
let's say you got your first fight in amateur, a real coach is going to tell you, go find the guy you're fighting and find out how many fights he has.
Yeah.
Before you take a chance and go up there and this guy got 6 fights, this is your first fight, you're already paranoid, he got 6 fights over you. So you got to do your due diligence first. Your coach is the one that's going to make your mindset right first of all.
Sure.
Like I said, go find them, go say hello to them, be humble, and find out how many fights he has and how long he's been training, so you have confidence also.
That's perfect.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You're not gonna go up there, oh, this guy got 6 fights, I don't know, I don't know. You'd be better off going to the guy and say, hey man, I know you're gonna win, can you take it easy on me? It's amateurs, man.
Yeah.
It's amateurs.
Yeah.
It's amateurs. Amateurs are not gonna be perfect, man.
Sure.
Pro fighters ain't perfect. Pro fighters forget to practice what got them through amateurs. They have to still continue that work mindset. You go in the gym and you throw 300 punches with one hand. What about the other hand?
Yeah.
What about in a different direction? Repetition and habit, just like first through 12th.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It comes right back to all the repetition and habits. It's funny how it never ends. Like, there's no secret formula for becoming a top level fighter. Like, everybody knows, habits, creativity. Like, it's all these things that people know, but it's a matter of actually getting up every day and doing it.
And I think that's the reason why I got so good at holding pads. Creative.
Nice.
I said, only way I'm gonna win was to be creative. When I was in Florida, when I came back to Pittsburgh from Vegas years ago, and I stayed in Pittsburgh for like 2 years. I was training a little bit, training a couple of fighters. That had to be like 2006, 2007, somewhere around there.
Okay.
And nobody was familiar with it, with me.
Sure.
And I said, I'm gonna take my talent somewhere else. I moved to Florida, started training the kids, and I started training elite amateurs. Started getting pro jobs, not really understanding what the hell I was doing.
Yeah, right. Right. just jumping into the deep end.
Yeah.
And you had to make it work.
Yeah, I figured, I already had martial arts background. I figured I could be creative.
Right.
I said, I can do this. I said, I'm gonna start boxing. So, I started boxing in Vegas in '94. I was doing comedy in Vegas.
Nice.
I stopped doing comedy, and I stopped doing comedy just so I could box.
That's awesome.
I was having such a good time. I had to find an outlet because my marriage wasn't working out, and I just had to find an outlet. So that's what I did. Johnny Taco's Ringside Gym. I'm trying to buy it now.
Nice. That's
But
the come up, right?
Yeah.
Where you started, now you're going to buy it.
I'm trying to buy it. And so there was no amateurs in that gym. I had to learn from pros. I had to learn from pros. Murky Sosa, great Cuban fighter. Jorge Gonzalez, great Cuban fighter. Julian Jackson, great fighter. I was working with fighters like that. James Thunder, I was working with guys like that. Rocky Gannon. Them guys put me on the map as far as teaching me how to box, because in this boxing business, you get hit back.
Yeah, in all facets, inside the ring and outside the ring, man.
You have to
This
be
is crazy. Yeah.
You have to be so cautious and say, I don't know if I should hit this guy hard, man. This guy might hit me harder.
Right, yeah.
That's
kind of the rule of sparring, right? Like, hit as hard as you want to be hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I figured it out. When it comes to sparring, fighters got to understand, that's not your fight. That's practice. You got to practice sparring. Practice your jab, practice your hooks, practice everything. Don't go in there and try to be the man and show off. It's not for a show off. That's why it's called sparring.
Yes.
It's not the real fight. Why are you fighting your real fight?
That's awesome to hear, because so many fighters, I don't think, get that. I love hearing that from you. From
You gotta
a top-level
practice.
trainer. Yeah, it's not the time to go knock somebody out. Like, that's not what it's about.
Yeah, and then you get fighters that can't take a punch because they didn't practice it in sparring.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Fight time
Not
come,
used
they're
to
like,
it. I just got hit. What do I do?
yeah.
Yeah. Not
Like,
the time to figure it out. Yeah, definitely not the time.
Just not the time to figure it out.
Oh, man.
You should have figured it out when you were sparring. You should have been playing defense and working on it. Come on, man, let's get some rounds and let me work on my defense. What happened to that? Hey, man, let me work with my jab for a minute. What's wrong with communication?
Yeah.
This is the problem. Everybody wants, oh, we're going to go to this gym, we're going to do damage.
Yep.
You forgot to work on your craft.
Oh, man. Yeah.
That is huge, man.
That's it. And especially nowadays, man, you've got TikTok, Instagram. Everybody just wants that viral video of
Yeah.
them doing something in the gym. That's
They
not,
forgot to put in the work.
Yeah.
Like I said, that Eiffel Tower. You can be dropped off, but you're going to slip as soon as you touch that steeple.
Yeah.
You're coming down. It's hard. It's impossible to even imagine moving forward without creativity.
Right. I love that that's kind of the basis for everything you do, that creativity. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a really interesting principle to build upon that you don't hear much about in combat sports. You always hear certain fighters are creative and everything, but I don't think I've ever heard it from a coach like you, like specifically preaching creativity like you do.
Yeah, I try to keep it as real as possible with all my fighters. Put pressure on them, put pressure on me. What to do when you're close to that rope, what to do when they are close to that rope. Or like if you're in the middle of the ring, how many punches do you want to mix up before you can get in there and do damage and be creative? Are you going to use your jab to push this guy back? Are you going to use the 4 punches to push him back? When you get him to the rope, what are you going to do? Are you going to give him 7 punches? Or are you going to sit there? You're going to play setup? These are the things that you have to know right off the bat. Like, you shouldn't even be thinking. Your instincts should kick in and say automatically. Now, when I see fighters anticipating punches, it's impossible to slip punches by anticipation.
Sure.
You should already be being an actor. Like I tell a person all the time, who's your favorite actor? Let's say my favorite actor is Denzel Washington. Be Denzel.
It's a fine choice.
Be Denzel.
That's awesome.
When I say be Denzel, look,
Got to know what that means.
you gotta slip punches, you gotta be an actor. You can't sit there and just think you're gonna throw something and nobody's throwing nothing back.
Yeah,
This
right.
is the hit and get hit business. You have to have affiliation with being an actor. You got to have stunts. You got to, like I said, it all goes back to how creative can you be? Do you really want to be a fighter, or do you just want to get beat up and make money?
Yeah, there's a difference. There's definitely a difference.
You got to get past that hump.
Yeah.
If you don't get past that hump of being a creative person and being a fighter, then you're just average Joe.
Do you find some fighters just naturally have that creativity inside of them? Like when you work with them, it just clicks, and you're like, man, this is going to be my guy.
Some you can get it out of,
Yeah.
but you can't get it out of them game day.
Okay. That's interesting.
I tell them, listen, I know you understand this is not sparring, and it's game day. All it is a change of clothes.
Same thing we've been doing. Yeah.
All it is a change of clothes, bro. You got new shorts, new sneakers.
Yeah. You look good.
You got new gloves.
Yeah.
You just look good. But it's the same process, due process,
Sure.
in the ring every single day that you train. And I tell my fighters, you have 24 hours in a damn day. What is 4 or 5 hours to be rich and entertain people and make money?
Exactly.
You gotta be stupid as hell if you don't get that concept.
Yep.
You really like.
I'll take that deal every day. We're at a casino right now. If there's a machine that will like cash that out for me, I'm going to that machine. That's a deal right there. Yeah.
And we can be misled sometimes too. We can see somebody playing a machine and hitting on it.
Yeah. Right.
They get off the machine, we go over.
Yeah.
We just filled the machine back up for you.
Somebody has to. Yeah.
It's just a luck of the draw,
Yeah,
basically.
True.
But like I said before, when it comes to this fight game, people come in like, yeah, I want to be a fighter, man. I want to go pro. You want to go pro? You haven't even bought shoes yet to box in.
Yeah.
You can't over exaggerate yourself. You got to be willing to take the steps in the right path, in the right direction. You got to say to yourself, step 1 to step 10 is a due process. And it comes with creativity.
Yeah, so many guys want to just sprint through it, man, but it doesn't work like that. Like, just to circle back to Khama, because he really is like the perfect example of a guy locally in our MMA scene that the due process, like you said, step 1 through 10, man, he checked every box and made it to the UFC, and it was no coincidence. So what brings you back to work with him in the academy there? What's this seminar going to be like for people who are interested?
Man, let me tell you, if you don't come to this seminar, you're ridiculous to not come.
Yeah.
Because I'm teaching so much craft, from hands to feet, from clinch to elbow, from punch to punch. When it comes to these, I see most of the people, they shadow boxing.
Yeah.
One look cute.
It's for the gram.
These are called bricks. And if you don't ball them up like bricks, nothing works. That's why you get so many broken hands. These are bricks. And anytime you shadow box, you should be shadow boxing like you're fighting. Everything pertains to what you do, fighting, everything. I tell my MMA guys, if you throw a kick with the opposite leg should be strong. It should be strong. It shouldn't dangle, it shouldn't lean. Your toe should be pointed, the calf should be strong, the thigh should be strong. When you punch, when you hold a kick, everything should be strong. You can't just, yeah.
What are we doing here? Yeah.
And give everything you got. If you're not giving everything you got, I don't understand how you're gonna get repetition out of habit.
It's funny because that ties back to your whole philosophy with everything, man. Like, you give it everything you got, not just shadow boxing, not just training, but as a career. Like, I can tell talking to you, we were talking off camera, like, dude, you're invested in this. Like, this is your life. You're swimming. Like we said, you jumped in the deep end and you're swimming. There's no other choice for you. So is that how fighters have to invest as well? I mean, if you're not all in, like, you got to get out.
Well, you definitely have to financially invest into your career. You're not going to come to the gym and say, hey, I got $20, man. Can you help me? I can give you $20 worth of what you're going to learn. If you come to the gym and say, I got 20 bucks, okay, I'm gonna give you something to do. Come back next week just because you only gave 20 bucks. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. You gave me 20 bucks, I'm gonna show you something. You have a week to improve on it. When you come back, you can give me another 20 bucks and I'll show you something else. I'm not gonna let money walk out the door, first of all. And I care too much about people.
Sure, yeah. If somebody
And I
literally wants
love
to
my
learn.
job.
Sure.
My job, my hobby became my job, so I don't mind getting up
Yeah.
every day.
That's obvious too, and that's the dream, man. You're absolutely living the dream. with
Every
that.
day.
Yeah.
People say you get to travel all over the world. Yeah, man, I put myself in a position to do that because it's free
Yeah.
and I get to see the world,
Crazy.
but I get to do my job that I love so much.
Yeah.
And I get to inspire other people
That's beautiful.
to do better. Mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm there.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what it is. There's two choices in life. It's a yes or a no.
That's awesome. Kid from Pittsburgh, man.
Yes,
Coming full circle, back here, back in town. Gonna watch the fights tomorrow night.
I can't wait.
Seminar at the Academy Sunday. Right?
Yes,
What
you
time
guys got to
Sunday
come,
is it?
man. I think
Yeah.
it starts at, might be 11 or at 1. You guys got to get there. This is going to be the most exciting. Even if you're not even involved, come and watch. It'll inspire you even more. Trust me.
That's awesome.
This is going to be something that will continue on a daily basis. I'll be coming back because I love my hometown. I love Pittsburgh.
How can you
And I love Pittsburgh people.
Yes.
We're the only ones that say yins.
It's true. It's true.
You know? But when it comes to my hometown, man, I've done so much here. I mean, I was a break dancer. I did, you know, a couple of commercials. You know, I
Break
did.
dance.
Yeah, I was.
goodness.
I was with the robotic TikTokers.
Nice.
I was Mr. Windmill.
You were like
and,
TikTok before TikTok was a thing?
I was before
That's
TikTok.
awesome.
I should own TikTok.
You really should. You should patent that, man.
I did stand-up comedy at local bars in Pittsburgh, and it took me to Vegas.
Yeah.
It actually took me to Vegas, but wasn't interested in pursuing the career so well needed at that time because I just didn't understand it mentally. You know, now I can go up and do 5 minutes of comedy raw and like it's not a problem.
Yeah.
Back then, I just wasn't ready. I was premature. That's another thing. Growing up, I was probably premature than all my friends, and I didn't blossom until late. I'm thanking God for that one right now.
You didn't burn out too soon.
Yep.
Yeah.
And here I am at almost 60 years old. Still play basketball, still box every day, work out every day. And I know guys that are my age and older, and I feel bad for them because they can't do the things that I can do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's probably my inspiration.
That's awesome.
I hate to say it, it's true.
That's good
Like,
motivation.
I don't want to
man.
get there. I don't want to be like that.
Yeah. No, that's awesome
So-
motivation. Yeah.
You know, and I'm more into my family now, and I don't do circles.
Nice.
Friends are friends.
I love
you know?
that. Yeah.
Friends are friends. You know your friends when you first meet them. You know acquaintance in 1,000 years.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
and I'm truly blessed, man, to be sitting here with you guys and doing this.
Hey man, the feeling's
real
totally
talk,
mutual.
man.
Dude. This has been an awesome talk. I love that you're here. I'm going to get to that seminar on Sunday as well.
Oh, we're
see
gonna have
what's
a-
up.
we got- we
But
got
I'm
a-
excited for you to see our fights tomorrow too, dude.
I'm
You're gonna have a
pumped.
blast.
I'm
Yeah, you're gonna-
pumped.
We might have to get you some MMA gloves and get you in there, like intermission maybe. Hold some pads for somebody. or
Man,
something.
dude, I would do anything to support the cause.
That's awesome.
You
That's
know,
beautiful,
anything.
man. Like you said, Pittsburgh people help Pittsburgh people. I
Yeah.
think it's in our blood.
I even
man.
got my Muay Thai pads. I brought my Muay Thai pads. I'm always ready, man.
Some of our fighters might take you up on that, man.
Man, come on.
We'll keep
I'm
it
willing
rolling.
to do anything to help the cause, man. And
Something to drink, water or something?
Oh, we're
oh,
all
that'd
good,
be
man.
great.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
water
much.
would be great. Yes, sir. Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
That's
Appreciate
awesome. You see the hospitality at the Hollywood
Yeah,
Casino?
man.
Like,
it. And I know I'm not as good as looking as you guys, you know. And they still ask
I
me.
disagree. I disagree. All right.
You gotta let me take you to dinner sometime too, man. Both you guys. You know?
Absolutely. Yeah,
know.
man, we'll do it.
It sounds like a winner, man.
While
because
you're in town,
I
yeah.
haven't had I go to Hofstad's in Oakmont. That's
Yeah.
probably the only place I'll go, you know. But I want to move around a little bit when I got some time.
Yeah.
this is amazing, man. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys and watching these fights and seeing the talent. That's what I want to see.
Oh, dude, it's going to be on full display. Like I told you off camera, like no promoters speak. This is a killer fight card.
I can't
We
wait.
are so excited.
Thank you
about
so
this
much.
fight. I'll take it.
Thank you, brother. I
sir.
appreciate it.
Can't turn down a fresh water.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm looking forward to that.
Absolutely, man. Well, we appreciate you coming out. You know, we're not going to take up too much more of your time because we know
Yeah,
you're in
man.
town for a lot of different reasons. I'm sure you got a ton of people to see back in town, world traveler back in Pittsburgh. But man, it's been an absolute honor for real.
Yeah, for
we
sure,
can't
man.
wait for the fights. Tomorrow night fight, Saturday, July 9th at the Hollywood Casino here at the Meadows, Brandenburg 12. Coach Padman's going to be here. And then
Yes.
he's at the Academy Sunday teaching a seminar with Khama Worthy. You guys all know Khama Worthy. He's a legend. Khama wouldn't work with anybody that isn't also a legend, so that says enough about him. But
Yes, sir.
see you guys there for both things, and we'll see you next time.